Hi there, my name is Samuel and welcome back to another video where today we should be taking a look at the set 713 for the character pack series 3 for Lego Mario, which it's really weird how we got two of these series in 1 year. Honestly, I would have preferred to only get one this year, but hey, it's still really cool. And I have to admit, I think this is one of the most unique series. The amount of characters that you get that are quite unique and brand new, like you get Amp and this one here who are completely new. And yeah, I think it's just a really neat series. You actually get basically all the base plates. You actually get a brand new one, which this currently counts as water, but I presume there might be sky in the near future because I believe there are some sky realms in Mario. I believe I may be wrong because like I say, I'm not a Mario fan, but yeah, we'll be taking a look at this set, which honestly I really like this set. And also this character Crowbar and this one, which I've still got to research his name for the minifigure part, yeah, those are actually only one in a box. You can now only get 18, and basically when I got this set Lego, they could only confirm that I could get 9 different, and I'd have to go back for the other one because with them, basically they're not sure who you're going to get and they don't want you to double up, so then I had to go back and get Crowbar, which wasn't too hard. So yeah, honestly, I think this is a really neat series, like I said. So let's jump straight into it by starting off with, I believe the power-up mushroom is number 1. So starting off with the 1-up mushroom, practically what this character is, it is a reskin of the power-up mushroom, but this time around it gives you 2 health. So for example, if we get Luigi, you can see that he has this green animation, and basically if you knock him down, you can see that he actually does go to red, and if you knock him down again, please be careful if you don't want to scratch him. He basically uses up all of these, which is quite helpful because typically what would happen is if you're using one of the interactions where you're spinning him around, he'd get flung off and he would die because of course he would get more unconscious because he would lose one of his health. And it's literally the exact same with Mario, so you get the green there, which looks I guess a little bit nicer because it stands out more. You fall down, he gets 1, then it goes to his colour, which is quite funny looking in that way, and then he does get 1 more, and Mario is batteries nearly flat. Okay, I've just added new batteries. But anyway, that is what the power-up mushroom it does. But taking a look at the actual mushroom itself, you can see it's practically the same, just with a green topping there, which honestly, I still think is really cool. It's got the desert biome, those pieces. And yeah, I think this honestly is a really nice build. Like you can see what it looks like. So yeah, that is the 1-up power-up mushroom, which honestly I think is cool. But there you can see the character. So that is the first one, which is pretty useful, I have to admit, especially for the features where Mario can fall off. So next up, taking a look, we have Amp, which this one straight off the bat is absolutely incredible. I love all like the lightning. I think it just looks really, really cool. You can see we have the sand blue, we have the little code on the top with his face there, and his face, he just looks really happy, like a bundle of joy. Sort of how if you could personify electricity, this is what I would see him as. So yeah, that honestly, I think honestly he's really neat. I really like his character. You can see they actually don't have a plate for him to swivel around on, which is honestly a bit weird. They went through a phase of doing that until they didn't, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that honestly is really neat. And now for his ability, this is where it gets interesting. So if you do that there, you can see that, yeah, Luigi basically gets electrocuted. And the same with Mario. You can see, well, hang on, if we put Mario on there, you can see their eyes start going. And yeah, it doesn't actually tell you how to do it. But what I found out, if you get the mushroom, the power-up mushroom, or if you get the star power-up block, you can get the coin. So for simple sake, we're just going to go with this one. So if we put Mario here, and we put Luigi here, you can see that we can get some coins from him like that. And we can get more coins from him like that. So, yeah, it's really cool that he's definitely not an easy one. And I love that effect. Just the fact that it really just gives that lightning effect and that crackling electricity sound. So, yeah, I think Amp is really cool. And I have to admit, I think he's my favourite one. Just so simple, but really awesome. Such a great character. Next up, we have a Skullbug, which it actually looks like it's hanging off screen. But no, it isn't. It is attached by a pole here, which this one, honestly, I think is my second favourite. It is just so unique. Like, I really like it. When I saw this, I was like, wow. It's really cool. You got the action pose pieces from the DC series in yellow, and yeah, you can see we have a stand. We have some just lavender plants down there and things. It looks really cool, and you can see how the string's done, which honestly it breaks the illusion, but still I think that's really cool. You can see we have that one, and this simply doesn't matter what character you get. So we'll just show with Luigi. This is simply just a 1-hit attack, and it's literally just the same. So yeah, I think this one honestly is really cool. You can see it has his eyes there and everything. So yeah, the Skullbug is another really good character. Like honestly, I think he's just done really well. Hard to pose the arms perfectly, but I mean, still looks really awesome. So then next up, you can see we have the parachute bomb, which honestly, I'm just not the biggest fan of this character. It's probably my second least favorite of the set. It's just like a bomb with a parachute. I don't like the fact that they're just like stuffing parachutes on the top. I mean, like, oh hey, yeah, it's a brand new character, but there, oh, there goes Luigi, but there you can see we have the sign and all of that. So yeah, and again, this is one thing, they are not giving you the plates that they generally stand on, which honestly is really disappointing, because the idea is that you'd get a plate and knock him off. You can still do it, but it's still a bit harder, and the idea is that you get as many coins as you can just before he explodes so you don't die. So that honestly is pretty cool. But then if you do it, so for example, if we've got Mario and he's been a bit more greedy than his brother, you can just see, yeah, so then it does kill him. So yeah, that is what that one is. Honestly, the face is still the same. I really think this though should have been the red bomb. So yeah, I think we will get that at some point, because that's one that quite a lot of people talk about. So yeah, that is the parachute bomb. So next up, you can see that we have Swoop here, which honestly, this is another really cool character. And this one is actually the same from, I believe, Boo's Haunted Yard. But the only difference really is that the fact that this isn't integrated in the mechanism, which I'm really happy that they did it like this. I think is really good. Though it's actually annoying that they didn't include this tile in that set, though at least you can get like 4 of these and just swap them over, which is pretty easy. So yeah, I think this character, honestly, I think he's just really neat. You can see what he looks like there. And honestly, it looks pretty happy, and yeah, you can see that. So of course, the idea of this translucent one is on a hinge. The idea is you get Luigi, you can run, and you can simply just jump on him like that. So yeah, I think that's really cool. This goes with Bowser's Castle quite well, because it has some dark grey and the fire. So yeah, that is what Swoop looks like. Another incredibly cool character. Next up, we have a Galoomba, which basically is a Goomba, and he's like a jungle Goomba, I believe. I'm pretty sure, at least that's what I'm gathering from this. It sort of looks like a jungle one, maybe like a Kashyyyk Goomba. All jokes aside, though, I think it is something like that. You can see, and we have that on the top. Maybe this is like a tribal or an ancient Goomba. That's sort of the vibes I'm getting from this. But yeah, you can see the character there, which honestly, he looks really just, I don't know, he looks kind of peed off, I have to admit. You can see him there. So yeah, I feel like, honestly, it's another really neat character. We can see have the fire, we have some brickery, like it looks really cool. And let's quickly just do that. So yeah, you just do 1 coin again. So yeah, I think the Galoomba's honestly really nice. So I've got a feeling that if we get more jungle sets with this, which I think we will, I'm really worried that they're going to include him again in more sets, which why put him here if we're going to get him next year? Like, wouldn't you prefer to wait to get him a year than get him a year early, but then again, you know? So yeah, I still think that is a really cool character. Nevertheless, that is the Galoomba. So then next up, you can see we have the Crowbar, which honestly, I think this is my least favourite minifigure. Honestly, I just don't have as much interest in this character, and they literally included him in another set. Honestly, why did they do that? This character has been included in a £25 set. Why on earth waste a spot here and put him in? Yeah, I love the clouds, but I'm thinking the only reason is to get this base plate in light blue, which honestly, I really hope that does indicate that we are going to be getting more things like that, you know, more biomes definitely for the sky. You can see that there, which that looks really cool. Sort of reminds me like Pelican or some, yeah, Pokemon and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this is really cool. Apparently, I've heard that there's been lots of misprints with the eye being printing on both sides, which is quite funny. I kind of wish I got that, but then I'm happy I didn't. But there you can see we have the base plate there, which honestly I think is really neat. And if we just do that, again, it's just a simple 1 hit, and of course it is the same with Mario. I won't show all the 1 hits with Mario, but it's literally just the same. Like the grunt may be a little bit different, but yeah, that is the Crowbar. Honestly, I think that is another really neat character, and I really hope that this does get a new base plate, because at the minute, like I said, that does show water. So yeah, we'll have to see about that, but I think there will be a sky thing at some point. Which then next up, we have one of the most unique variations, which is Torpedo Ted. This is practically a the Torpedo Bill character, but I believe with like a rudder blade at the back, which honestly is really weird to see a rotor, which honestly, it's really weird. You can see his massive grin there, and on that side, I think that looks really cool. You can see that on the tie with just like the little part, the propeller. I just think it looks really unique that they've done it like that. And you can see we have all the water parts of the biome, which look really neat as well. So yeah, I think this character is really neat. You can see the bottom there a bit better. It honestly just is so weird just how unique it is, and of course, if you want to do that, it makes like the water noise, and of course that is the same for Mario. So yeah, that is the what was it again? The Torpedo Ted character, which I think is pretty funny. So then next up, you can see that we have the Bony Beetle, which practically, this is to me quite similar to the Spiny character, but still, nevertheless, you can see it looks pretty cool. You can see it has its face there, has the grey shell, you can see it has its QR code there, which mine's got a bit of a mark. Oh, there we go, I've actually got rid of it this time around, and you can see we have the little arch and things like that. So yeah, I think this honestly is a really nice character. You can see his platform here, which again is pretty simple, but like I say, simple is effective in quite a lot of the cases. He has the toe printing. So yeah, I think this is really cool, and of course for both Mario and Luigi, this is just a 2-go. This is 2 stomps, of course, to get the coins, which honestly I think is really neat, and I think I messed up there. Yeah, you can see that. So yeah, man, honestly, I think he's really neat. So that is the Bony Beetle character. So then finally, taking a look at Boo straight off the bat, you can see that he's got that, honestly, just really adorable expression. It's really just funny to see, and that is, like I say, quite a thing I say often, is that when you get unique like characters repeats, as long as they got like unique outfit, exclusive face print, something like that, a different variation is what we want. So there you can see that there, which honestly I think it's done really nice. Though I think we do need a 1x3 of 2 studs and a plane in the middle just to make it look a bit neater, but still, if we don't, that is completely fine. You can see that we have the Boo's face there, which honestly looks really cool. So yeah, that is what the Boo looks like. You can see it on the clear stand, and of course we have this little base plate area, which honestly I think that is just a really nice jungly area again. But then it's actually got some, well, the purple, what was it, the soda biome as well. So that is really unique. And yeah, you can see Boo, and he actually does have the base plate, which he pops off on, which I think is really neat. Of course, you just simply put him in the middle there. So yeah, I think that's really cool. And what the idea is that you're meant to do, if we put the stand up there, let's quickly zoom on out as well. The idea is that you get Mario or Luigi, and they can basically knock him off. And, well, what do you do? So normally you'd get scared, which you still do. I don't really get how. It would make more sense if they made an R sort of noise, but no, what you do, you have to get a star power-up mushroom, and you simply just defeat it. So it is literally just the same, which I don't really understand why it's doing that, and let's just turn them off because they're being really loud. So yeah, that's what the Boo character looks like. Honestly, I'm just really like this character. I think it's been quite well received as well. So yeah, that is the Boo character, which is the final one of this really cool set. So now let's go on to my final thoughts of this set. So there we have it. I hope you did enjoy this video. Overall, I think this is a really good series. I think Character Pack Series 3 is definitely really good. You practically get 5 brand new characters and 5 variations, which some of the variations like the Boo are absolutely incredible. It's a completely different version. Torpedo Ted is also quite a different version. Like, it's really good to see these character variations. I guess, sorry, no, that might be more of a variation. I'm not exactly sure what to say on that. But yeah, I think this honestly is a really good series. That is definitely my favorite character. I think he's just really cool. The Scattlebug, I think is just probably my favorite. But then Amp again is really cool. But then the Goomba, I believe is how you pronounce it, he also I think is really cool. No, sorry, Galoomba, I think he is really awesome as well. So yeah, what do you think of this series? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until tomorrow's video, see you there. Bye for now.